guys, don't you, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. I love my life. So much to see. Don't even know where to start.
So in this box we have some different types of bamboos, and these are cacti.
Okay, look at this. So this is grafted.
Yes.
It looks like a euphorbia on top, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
And then it's grafted onto some sort of euphorbia stem. I don't know if you can see that, Jonathan.
Yeah, so these, they come in different colors, but this time we only managed this because these are the only ones which were ordered for. Okay, my name is Marjory Mwale. Mwale is my husband's name. And then basically the way I do my plant business is that I get orders, pre-orders, and they have to pay up front so that I get the plants for them.
So I don't know if you can see, but you know, for the viewers that can't see, we have every type of plant in here, from aeroids to orchids to crotons and succulents.
Yeah,
and all have arrived last night in a shipment, immaculately packed. So you can imagine this box here with calathea. It arrived as is. Obviously there was some protection on top, but the condition that the plants have arrived in. How many days roughly do you think they've been in since they left?
Because the plants, I get them from different suppliers.
Okay.
Some are outsourced within themselves, the suppliers. So when the suppliers have to pack 2 days and send to the shipping agent. So they basically stay in the boxes, I think about 3-4 days. Yeah, depending on the area where the plants are coming from to the shipping agent.
Okay.
And then on the flight, normally it's just within 24 hours, just because of a time difference. So you'd think they are shipped on Tuesday, then they arrive on a Wednesday, but it's 24 hours because of time difference.
So it ends up taking a bit longer.
Yeah.
But I mean, considering this plant has been left the nursery maybe 4 days ago, shipping and everything included, look at the condition it's arrived in. And that's not bad at all, I would say. So how did you get into this business to begin with?
Plants has been my passion. I've loved plants since I was growing up. My mother actually loved a lot of plants, and I think I took it after her. So when we shifted here, I wanted to be getting plants for my yard, but then the cost was becoming so huge, and by then I had not known how to look after the plants and how to grow them. So I would get so many plants and then they would die on me. So I started getting frustrated. So I started researching, where are these plants coming from? I think I can do it as a business. I started researching on how to get the plants, where to get them, and how it's done. By the way, the time I started, I was scammed. I found this supplier, and I sent the money. Then it took 6 months before the plants could come, and the plants were not what I ordered.
Oh no.
Then I said, okay, it's fine, let me try other people. So I tried to get some nice crotons. Again, I was scammed. Those actually never came to date. So I said I'll not give up, because this is what I want. So I managed to find other suppliers who have been genuine with me, and we've done business for about 4 years now.
Good.
Yeah, so professionally I've been doing this for 4 years now, and I'm happy. I have very good suppliers, I have very good shipping agents, and as you can see, I receive good plants, good shape, well packed and nice plants. So most of them, they come wrapped in tissue paper so that they don't lose the moisture. So these are agaves, and that's the name.
And this looks like it's a very paper-intensive business in terms of lots of paperwork.
Yes, yes.
For someone, what's the general process to import plants in Zambia?
Firstly,
Are we allowed to just put them on the bus?
no. You need to get a permit before the plants can actually come in. So you get a permit from Ministry of Agriculture. Yeah, so these are part of the trees.
This is a noni.
This is a fruit.
Yeah, it's a fruit tree. I'll wrap it back up nicely so it doesn't lose moisture.
This is a clove tree.
And I don't know if you can feel, there is a little bit of a root ball at the bottom. So it's nice and heavy, and it does come labeled and protected in the wrapping.
So I actually get any plant that someone is looking for. All you need is to just give me the name and the picture.
Okay.
Then I ask my supplier to look for them. Then from there I tell the price. And
while she's opening that,
so
look at these fantastic crotons. I have seen these locally, but look at the good condition. It arrived last night. I don't look this good when I do an overnight flight.
So we also have these are locations.
Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Look at that. It's known as Alocasia baginda, or dragon scale. Almost black. Not quite, but black and green. And if you look at the veining at the back, can you see those red lines? It looks artificial. If I didn't know better, I would say it wasn't real.
Yes,
Oh, what is that?
This is a philo yellow frame.
Look at that, guys.
This is a philodendron.
Yellow frame, the leaf, and the color at the back. And it has come
bare roots.
bare roots.
So philodendrons, agronemas, anthuriums, these they all come bare roots. Even these, the exotic fruit trees and just normal trees, they come bare root, but they just leave a bit of soil so that they don't get dry.
Yeah. And so that's why it's so important that when you're importing plants, you have a smooth supply chain so that the plant can come in good condition, because it will have been taken out of its natural, environment and its nursery and all of that. And that's why it's even in terms of shipping, there is a lot of paperwork, because sometimes you can get, if you don't do it the right way, sometimes you'll be carrying diseases and illnesses on the plants, which is why they need to be inspected. And even when they arrive here in Zambia, you need to get them inspected, and even you need permission to bring them in, just so that we know we're not importing any invasive plants, any toxic pests. The government does have a list of things that it doesn't want to bring in. So it's very important that you make sure that you have your documentation in place, otherwise you're doing it illegally.
Actually they do even spray them before they pack them.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And you need to wash and in fact, to make sure they're healthy, that's why a lot of these that come in are not grown in the ground. They're grown in a special medium that the supplier can vouch and say, I know this is treated growing medium.
So these
guys, it's like my birthday. There are so many varieties. But look, astrophytum, because it looks like a star, they always have that cross shape. And so that's how you can identify them, even if they've got spikes on them, even if they're a different color. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is what I mean. Ooh, sorry, be very careful. Look at that. Look at that. The different colored spikes, you know, pink, slightly reddish brown at the top. But imagine what it takes to carry this across the oceans to arrive here in Zambia in such good condition. Here you go. Ooh, what is, oh, that one I won't hold. What is it?
It's also...
No, you hold the camera.
Yeah, so these, they come in different shapes and different sizes. So I have, I think, like on this order, I have about 12 different shapes of this kind.
Yeah, look at that lovely, so I think one of the things that collectors like is the mutation.
Yes.
And this kind of shape is called crested.
Yes.
So when you see something forming like a ridge like this, you know, people breed and select specifically for that, and it will grow ideally into a bigger plant but with the same features.
Yes.
So that looks like a crested euphorbia.
Yeah. Yeah, so here these are the orchids. We have this type.
So did one person order a lot of orchids? This orders for one person?
No, for I think about 6 different people.
Okay.
Yeah. So I get different type of orchids, oncidiums, the cattleyas, the vanda, any. As long as my supplier can manage to find them, I'll get them for you.
Look at that.
So this time around, I think I didn't get a lot of vandas and cattleya because I had them in the previous consignment. There were lots. Most of these are very easy to grow, like the succulents in here, the croton. We have the crotons even here, but these are just hybrid.
Yes.
Yes, and then these are omalomenas. We have the common ones, but now I'm bringing in the variegated ones, which are quite expensive than the ones we
look at that, guys.
Normally have. And then also these caladiums. We do have caladiums even here, but these are just hybrid.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the caladiums in your garden. Fantastic.
Yes. So
fantastic collection. Look at this, the patterning on this. And how good are you with plant names?
Because I bring in so many plants, sometimes I tend to forget. But my main interest is agaves and
I noticed.
Yes, anthuriums. Anthuriums, I love big leafy plants. And then these agaves, mangaves, I love them because they're very easy to grow and maintain. But I'm also trying to collect a number of caladiums and also omalomenas and alocasias because they are also easy to grow. These you can plant them even in our normal soil, they'll grow.
Yes, I noticed some in your garden.
Yes.
And I think that's the thing, like, you know, sorry, I'm just, until I saw your garden, I didn't know that you could have so many types of caladium. You know, I think I've seen 4 or 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And there's also just the benefit when you have a lot of things together.
Yes, yes.
So this is more than 12 different varieties of caladium alone.
Yeah.
And these are?
These are alocasias. So these are new types of alocasias. This is, they call it balloon. And then this is, I think, the dragon scale. Yeah, these are dragon scale and the balloon, and this one should be the ninja or something, or dragon moon. This is dragon moon.
Nice.
Yeah. So they come nicely packed, well protected, and you shouldn't even worry about the condition that they will arrive in or come in because they protect them very well. I've seen people are moving towards agaves, mangoes, because these are easy to manage, and I'm thinking they are easy to give babies. You don't need to propagate them. They'll give babies themselves. And the drought resistant, they grow in the sun. We look at the weather now, it's more on the hotter side. And with mangoes, you don't have to worry. Even if you don't water for a week, 2 weeks, they'll still survive. Yeah, so I've noticed the trend is now with philodendrons also, because those are also easy to grow. You don't need to worry so much about them. Also anthuriums, and like when you go outside, the collocations that you saw in the corner, most of these plants tissue cultured. And when they come here, the challenge that is there normally is the soil. Most people don't know which soil to use. So if you use the wrong soil, it means the plant won't grow, because if you look at the philodendron, you look at the kind of soil that they are grown in. So if you get this and you put it in our normal soil, definitely it will not grow. So in where they come from, they use cocoa chips, and then they grow very well in those. But here, if you want this to grow them very well, I've discovered that when you use groundnut shells, they do very well than when you use these other soils. You find that the plant is not growing well. Sometimes it even dies. I think I'm good at what I do, firstly, and I can assure the client that they'll get what they want in good shape and good condition, and at the prescribed time. And sometimes, if the plant has come not in good condition, I do replace.
Okay. I just want to show people some of the other stuff I've seen here.
Oh
in
yeah,
terms of
so
the
those
orchids.
are also jewel orchids.
The jewel orchid.
Yes.
Slightly different. The one I know has just got straight lines. So this is a,
So
oh wow, look at that.
This one. There's also this one. On this consignment, I've brought, I think, about 5 different types of the jewel orchid. Yes.
So overseas, they're doing a lot of cultivation and hybridization. So that's why you get so many different varieties of the same plants, and each one can hopefully become a commercial success.
So this is Oya.
This is the Hoya kirkii, the one that, you know, very popular at Valentine's with the heart-shaped leaf.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks lovely. What is this? What is this? Golden snow. So there's this type and this one. Is it a creeper or a bush?
Yeah, this is more of a bush and then dangling.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'll show you the big one that I have outside. Okay. It actually looks very nice. This one, if you plant it in the ground and you want it to be like a shrub, it can be a shrub. This one.
Very nice.
Also have
look at that
this type. Then, also have a monstera, one of the rare monsteras so far.
Creme brulee, people.
Yes. Then we also have variegated zizi, and this is the Congo philodendron, the green Congo philodendron. So with me, just name your plant, give me the picture, you get what you want.
Okay. Look at that, look at that. I've only ever seen one of these Monstera obliques before. That was, and creme brulee. So what makes this, would you know what makes this so rare? Why is it so different from any of the other variegated Monstera that we have?
I think it's the combination of the colors, the variegation that they've put in this. And this actually, just this plant, this size, I got it at I think 5,500 kwacha.
Wow.
Just this size.
Okay. So this is definitely new to the market.
Yes,
all over the world.
Yes, it's new. And you know what determines the price for the plant? It's the demand on the market and also how long it has been on the market. So if the plant is very new on the market, you expect it to be very expensive. So like this one, I don't think anyone has it here now. I've seen a lot of people are looking for it, but it's still on the higher side, so they failed to bring it. So I loved it, and I decided, okay, I can have it in my garden as my personal plant. It's not for sale. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But of course, if anyone wants it, they can always order through you.
Yes, you can always order.
There you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think that's just a nice reminder to say the world is changing. We don't need to wait for our friends to give us cuttings. We don't need to be stealing from people's gardens anymore.
Yeah,
we can
because
just
it's expensive to actually bring in these plants. So you don't need to steal for someone. The best is you maybe wait for a baby and then you get it at a cheaper price than getting on order.
But I think it's also a good solution, like if you are a group of people, a garden club or something, you can just order in bulk.
Yes.
And that way you can manage the cost, but you can actually have an instant collection instead of waiting for years, and a plant that's at a good size.
Yes.
So I mean, you know, our Zambian nurseries, you know, we do our best, but it's very rare that you'd get this size of plant at a local nursery.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So definitely when you pay, you are getting your value in terms of the plant you're getting in.
So in here there is this is silver dragon. It's also alocasia.
So that, guys.
This is Jacqueline.
This is Cuprea Red Scarlet, with that deep, almost metallic shine in that. Okay. And this is just the alocasias.
Yeah.
This is just the alocasias.
Alocasias.
I think this one's my favorite, the silver dragon.
So I got this one is alocasia black velvet. I think this is the hybrid for alocasia velvet. This is the dragon also.
So you might not be able to fully see, but the coloration is slightly different.
Yeah, and
But
then
it's a
this is
hybrid.
alocasia ninja. Then this is
And it's got almost a velvet texture to it.
yeah. So this is the balloon heart. They call it balloon heart. The name of the business is just still under my name. It's Majory. So in case they want to get through me, they can just I am on Facebook, but not very active. I'm very active on WhatsApp. So if they want to get to me, they can just WhatsApp me or call me on 0977257673.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.